Get ready.
Shafir and good morning, Lesotho. For the latest in music, movies, and celebrities on Random Rants with Marco and Quizy. AKA and Bonanga back in the news. Some girl Linda Mugezi and DJ. The event was such a flop that only 2 people showed up. You're not throwing shade. My name is Marco and I'm going to be your host. Every Friday between 6 and 9, you have been served.
And then you decide, we got lane 6. You run so fast, you cross our lane 2, see everybody in a gap of about 50 meters. You're number 1, you're celebrating, and nobody's looking at you. They pick the guy who's number 2 was running in his lane. You know, that guy will tell you, you are the first, but you're running in the wrong lane.
Okay.
That other guy is the second, but he was running in the right lane. I was looking for my lane. You know, I went to school. Everybody who knows me from tertiary will tell you Selimo was supposed to be a politician, not a musician. This is also answering the guy, Camino and politics. I thought I came here, I did politics. And when I got here, I realized that, you know what? There's something I can do for free. And it's music. And if I love it so much, I can even do it for free. Let me do it.
True.
And I focused on music because politics nearly killed me, you know. So I decided, let me take a break, Hanyani, and do music. And I did music, and I'm doing good in music.
Right.
And I'm focused in music. But I'm not saying 20 years from now, you won't find me in politics. No, I'm not saying that. But I'm doing music. I've given myself 20 years. I'll be doing music for this 20 years.
Right.
Music and business. That's me now.
Let's hear this now. You know, you asked me to be Quizy, so I'm going to be Quizy.
Yeah.
You're saying politics almost killed you. Tell us about that. What's the story? What happened?
My brother been to exile twice.
Okay.
You know, the first time was the coup that took place, and I had to flee the country then. I was chased out of town. I remember it was me and my brother, PK. It happened, commission. You know, yeah. It's been recorded.
But I don't know if you're not supposed to divulge much detail. Like, I want to hear, what was that point for you, that breakthrough point that you said, nah, it's time for me to bounce. These people are behind me and they're going to kill me. Like, what was the crux of the whole situation to say, okay, now it's time to leave?
In short, I was in Maga-Jazz, here, Solar Bay.
All right.
I had got an SMS I went to a certain radio station here in the country. Remember, at that time, we were radical, very radical and unapologetic. And went to a radio station, started hitting directly on the issue of the recommendations of the SADC report. And the main issue then that we were hammering on was the removal of the then commander of LDF. And I remember one hammered so much and radically unapologetic. And then went home. Following day, got an SMS if we're now radio stationing and withdraw the statement. It's how if you don't do that, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I went back to the radio station and said, I still repeat 1, 2, 3, 4.
Wow. You're not apologetic about it.
No, but that was a fact. It was a fact. I wasn't making assumptions.
So, like, who texts you? Like,
I don't know.
You don't know the
I don't
but
know.
You have
but
the
I
number.
went to the police station. I opened the case. I opened the case, today. Kabula case, and it was filed. The following day, I got a WhatsApp message from one guy who told me, "Hi, Bonzoli, move," and then I moved. After moving, I went to a cousin of mine 3 blocks from Hesu. 3 blocks from Hesu. I went there, and people were knocking there, armed. They knocked at the door. And then right there and there, another guy, Bangomela SMS, and I didn't go sleep there. I slept at this guy's place. The following day, Kaya, he so prepared kanka thoto ya ka, was deciding I have to shift a bit. I got to put a toto. Whilst I was doing that, there was this guy in Ebolelo on Facebook, you know, by they said Mahaula Kalo. Or there's this guy it's Amanga Bumamang and Alamasole. The same guy in Emile Baling Labolo, which is about 50 or 100 meters away from here. So I went to the car. We went there, checked. I asked those people if it's been for a while. They told me Obama Medzi radio Mudisana Molem or something like that. And there's a program it's a Habatamela towards that place. So they stopped there to listen to that.
Okay.
Well, there and there. And I went to the police station, reported again. I got this SMS, Mawanu said this and this. People came knocking, so armed. I went there. The statements are still there, recorded.
Right.
And
Now
they advised me, shift a bit, you know. We don't know now it's alarm, but the advice, just
Shift a little bit.
I shifted. I a guy called Bokang Chanamazi with his truck, mini truck. Went home, tried to do counter surveillance, thinking that people were following me, baby. You know, went home. When I got home, I was driving with him. Took stuff. I remember I took my backpack, and he was coming behind me. Just when I did that, there were gunshots. The whole village was here. I know there are people who usually say we fabricate these things. The village was there. Gunshots and gunshots and gunshots. Took cover. Didn't know where the gunshots were coming from, but I mean, it was gunshots, my brother. The village was quiet. I got a phone call from my uncle. Adulanga Udimu, same village. Munna lokhwa akompompole lo ga o magwagwe ngwana ba le tsena kare ka bo madimabe ke gona te motho se ntse di tsala te aba kwala phone munna find a way to escape. I called this guy ke le ka go bala go munna iso, since you've got a gun ke kopa o go thunye attention e move la ka wena. This guy's like munna I can't ke itimona ho nna routing e tswang pela mabitleng ba pakile koloi mo.
Wow.
On the other side, routing yung way closer. Hona lokolo ye pakileng on that side. So, you know, accepting. Okay, well, this is how I'm gonna meet. This is how the other people felt probably. My next door neighbor, and there I am left alone. You know. Now I felt better about the situation. It's not time to die. You need to escape. You need to move from this place. And trust me, I did. I ran. There were gunshots and fillets. I ran. I know the village more than anybody.
True.
So I ran. I ran until that's how I escaped. In short, my brother.
Wow, guys, that's a story and a half. Okay. I just felt like let's a movie or something. So they are telling us the story of what happened in the movie. Guys, it's almost 20 hanging before we get to 9 o'clock. I feel like we should have had like 3 hours to talk about this. Anyway, let's get into a musical break. Get a breather nyana. Get like some water nyana. We'll talk more after this.
Africa,
He went for exile and said he's going to get others that will also left. This is Diboko from Selimo Thabane. So if you just tuned in, welcome to the show. We have questions for him. Please let them come through. And we'll definitely be passing them over to him. My number this morning, WhatsApp 68615858. There's so much to talk about now. Now I have interest in understanding something. So you still don't know who's behind the story, who was behind the whole shooting, right? But now, right now, how did you coming back into the country
Yeah.
And also they still don't, aren't doing anything. Oh, guys, please don't shoot. I'm in the studio. Oh, please.
No,
this guy is the most sought after man now. Imagine if they shoot now. My studio is going to have holes.
No, look, Quizy, that's where I met Selimo the musician again when I was in exile. I met friends of mine. Remember the guy I came with here last time in the studio? Yeah. Met these guys. These guys were my friends from tertiary. We're chilling, listening to my demos, because it had been quite a while with the jazz demos. Sebile ke recorded a few of them, So they were listening to them. You know what? Since that this thing now, dipolitiki na yo paladisa. Let's try music. Let's try to do this thing. I'm like, hey man, music. I don't want to do music with the computer again. I want to do live music, and hey, it's just a lot of money, and I don't have that. And the guy said, look, let's do this thing. We started right there. Started recording. I remember I used to come to some of the people I was recording the studio in Zabo, and I used to come at night, and they'll be like, please don't let anybody know that you are coming to my studio, but look, came, did recordings, bad testimony to this. But as time went on, everything succumbs with time. Time is a healer, time is a judge, time is everything. And these things were succumbing. You would come during the day in the country, live until the time when
now you can stay for a day. 2 days.
Dusk was settled, Yeah. So that's that, and started recording during the day. Recording. Busiu, I would live to Lady Brand. Come in the morning, record. Busiu back to Lady Brand. That's how this album was recorded. So yeah, but eventually.
So when you talk about this is like something that happened about, say, a year or two, a year and a half ago.
Yeah, a year and a half ago. Because
if the album is new, and also the whole event, the events that we're talking about, they sort of happened at the time. Yeah. So you ran away for the second time.
Yeah.
What was the story that time around?
The first time.
Then the second time, you said you went.
The second time is this one, I'm telling you.
Okay, the first time was.
The first time there was a coup that took place.
All right.
Some certain individuals, your old man doesn't want to leave State House. He says there's no such thing happening. So me, my brothers went to State House. My sister and the husband had already took the old man into the car, gone. And when they arrived, the old man was safe, gone, left. We left. And after that, there was this rumor that certain people are to be arrested. I was leading this thing called UTA. UTA was a radical force of the Youth League. We called ourselves UTA under the Tree Army. It was formed under the tree. Starling. There's a tree near Starling. We used to have meetings there, hands under the Tree Army.
Ah, nice.
And people started saying we're an army armed. We are
with guns
and stuff. And all that nonsense.
Tanks,
all
submarines.
That nonsense. People were using us as a pretext to do all these things. But look, we became what we were. We were still radical. We took cover for the party. We would go to radio stations and radically mesmerize, hit out. We were the front line. We took ourselves at the front line, Youth League, hence front line party, and we did that perfectly. We used to move focus from Moeneliting. People used to hit to the old man directly, and then we'll go there, hammer, and then focus will move from the old man to us. That's all that we wanted, move focus from the old man. Right. So we did that, and I had that rumor. We gathered a day after the school thing. We were all gathered and then people were telling us, things are still to get better and stuff. I'm like, okay, let me go get my clothes. I still didn't believe that. Let me go get my clothes at my brother's place, which is Hatezan.
And then
we used to New Europa with my cousin Tebello, who was a PS then. So that it's like how I've got clean clothes, When they collected stuff, Zeditila took them to Hatezan, took the school, came back. Hakifitla sekeling enana eyang hagachomo maseumo decided let me not use the same route.
Jomosi, this is
LDF.
Pioneer.
Yeah, you some Pioneer, the one that's taking you to Pioneer.
And we are Maserumo.
No, the cycle that takes you to Maserumo or down to Masoleng, Makostabuleng, down there.
Right.
Yeah, we are to the other cycle later with a Pioneer.
Yes.
So I let me not use the same route taking you decided to Karutina. There were cars that the events at the Bagilemu, about 3 of them. Cars always parked there. I short I was driving my car 5 then. I get towards Setalanyana Mona Sapere.
The statue.
This car's but I just drove. Because I get they were driving of course lane is a paid something like that. Went via White City, I remember Kapono Bapala Diodi Bantu, but one of those teams in Bapala it was not Diodi and Bantu, but I think Diodi and another team or Bantu another team because and really pit, the cars were closing up, but I just took oncoming traffic, penetrating, they were coming, they were close. This cars I give Fitla below. I just got in. Poop. Cars went, skid marks and okay, again. My brother, PK. So he was one of the cars then as what's happened? Why are you driving like this? I cannot go because I got out of my fella. I get some bridges like, but really, Pioneer. Maybe there's cars are, maybe I'm power now, because already there's this woman running.
Yes. Pioneer, taking Pioneer Road,
up. I get a Pioneer, cannot a bridge, get a Pioneer, Motuna, I cannot have a land on some fligella mabo. I get one or kids in I'm like, no. This is me now. My brother realized this guy he realized this. Ka 7 series in that game,
all right,
like whoop, gone. But then I ran, I drove. So that was the first time. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So, guys, we're talking about so many things right now, but understanding this whole political rivalry that was going on in your life, I hear you, man. If you survived it, shout out! I swear to you. I think I would have went crazy or something. All right. So now you decided after this, let me just focus music once.
Yeah.
Once and for all, let me just do music.
Hence Timolo, my brother.
All right. Yeah. Hence the album Timolo. And there's I don't want to say angry songs, but angry songs. Songs like obviously Diboko talks about people that are in exile, right?
Yeah.
Tell us more about it.
Diboko is a song for the exiles. I'm saying. Well, I'm talking about HIV killing people. I'm talking about cancer killing people. Titunya, this is not just Lesotho problem, it's Africa problem. So I'm saying banabe suba phela naheng se ka maeba itlokomele ke lo balata. Basically it's saying there'll be time we'll go get our brothers from exile to come home. Morena o bitsa pitso setjhaba se o bane se balile ba bang ba shwele ha ba sa le bangata because most have died from this 3 things: gunshots, cancer, AIDS, and other things. Ebola could be one of them, So, but hey, people ba bua le morena ga go bala go sumbo fitileng dithunya ne di lla di khabola se ka go ya dira ebidi etsa le fila bana ba batho. So there were gunshots and
this is what you've also been through.
I've been through this, and this was also live happening Monana Lesotho at the time.
Yeah,
you understand?
Yeah.
So this is actually what has been happening. But then it says bashanyana ba le legisa bontata bona ka Sefia Maeba, or Sefia Maeba in this instance is true. So young boys are chasing older people out of the country, you know. And but hey, with time we'll get them. It's a matter of time. So that's what the song is all about.
All right.
Yeah.
So on the whole album, we don't have too much time, guys. We have only 7 minutes left before the end of the show. And I wish I could like just take the whole hour, the next hour, and the next hour, because we have so much to talk about. All right.
Yeah.
Here's a message from Tepo. Says, in terms of recording and stuff, I do Afro pop bra. Kopa hutuswa ke phela magwagweng at the moment. Yeah. So it's someone that says they would like you to help them in music wise.
No, phela magwagweng. So every time I'm home, the guy must just get hold
holla
of
back
me.
at you, and then
no
you
problem.
guys can see what to do.
Right.
And now also in terms of people that want to work with you, are you looking to work with anyone in terms of maybe artists in the country? And also, you know, individuals that want to work with you.
Talking about collabs.
Yes. And also people that want to work with you, like how do they access you? What is the Nobo CV? Application form. How does the application form have to look?
Look, my brother. But I know the taste of music. You throw me your songs, I'll tell you, okay, I can work on this song, I can work on this one, I can help you on this one. I don't want to people to see me.
All right.
So
and also in terms of people that you want to work with, in terms of collaborations, who are those people that used to look?
There are people as we speak already. We're working on collaborating Lebona. I want to keep it as a surprise for now. But
in general, overall general, who are they? Well, who are the people that you want to work with, even if you haven't started working with?
Look, I would want to work with Hugh Masekela.
That would be so nice.
I would want to work with Ubra Jimmy Toto. I would love to work with Leomile. I would love to work with Abdi Budaza on the horn, of course. Once again, I still feel Abdi Tsepo could still do me justice.
Okay.
The village pope.
So you want to work with only jazz type of sound?
On my album, yes.
Right.
But if there are people who are doing a different sound that want to work with me,
you're welcome
I'm here.
To.
Yeah.
Right. At Dimpo Twahlan on Twitter says it's fresh, local, and absolutely amazing sound. So that they're showing so much love on social media. We don't have too much time. We have only 4 minutes left. What is your favorite song on the album?
You know what? Today I think we could hit Madi.
What's the story with Madi?
Madi is a song about a guy who talks about the his father had two friends. His father and his two friends, and unfortunately his father died on the way. Now this guy comes home so enwana o fitla hantle lengolo le ba le mpia ntatae jwale o mamela hore na ho thwe ntatae ho etsaetseng o tsositswe ke moghosi le diboko tsa ba sa di hara bosiu hobane ho lluwa o bokollwa ka lefu la ntatae fela jwale banna ba ne ba bokane mane sakeng ba bina pina ya Madi ba re monna Madi ha se letho itse ha wa lla ba wena khutsa ngwana monna